Everybody, we are back. It is Tape to Launch. Favorite is podcast. Favorite is channel. Favorite is everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course, pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. All right. That was the last preseason game. I guess there's a minute 27 left. Not getting anything from any type of offense, really. I mean, it's kind of
rough.
Yeah, it was pretty rough to watch this offense today. Definitely was not something that I don't know. I don't know what to do this week. I'll figure out something. Maybe some Zamir White, probably, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was probably like the one bright spot on the offense. Like he actually had a pretty good night. And I think what was it, like 9 carries for 43 yards, something like that. I think he averaged like 4.7 a carry. Had I think at least 1 or 2 runs where he like ran somebody over a little bit, or they got like, ran through somebody, maybe not over, but through somebody. You know what I mean? So he was probably the bright spot offensively. Other than that, man, it's a tough one. Should we kick off with the old backup quarterback situation?
The backup quarterback battle? Yeah, I mean, we should talk about that, right? I mean, because we have one. We have a bad backup quarterback situation. Because, Cam Miller looked good against Seahawks, and he hasn't looked good the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's the arm talent kind of. You can see it sometimes. He threw some ducks. He threw some serious ducks earlier in this game. Like just.
Oh, he damn. I think I saw you tweet. He damn near threw a pick 6. He had another one that was almost pick 2, and then he threw one. He tried to fit one into a window and coverage just now. So he could have had 3 picks in this game.
Yeah. He's struggling. He's struggling out there. He's like I don't know. I mean, like I said, the first game he looked pretty good, but then after that he got struggled. And then now Aiden O'Connell, he got hurt, right? Is that what happened to him?
Well, yeah, Aiden O'Connell got hurt, and I'm assuming I know he played after this, but I'm assuming it was on the strip sack, which 4 turnovers in 3 preseason games. Not exactly what you're hoping for from what would be, I guess, your leading candidate now to be the backup quarterback. So
yeah, I mean,
you say it's a backup quarterback battle. I don't know if it's actually a battle. I think it's that we're going to pay attention to who gets cut on Tuesday and see who's going to end up being the backup that way.
Yeah, because it's not looking good for either one of these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? He said Marcus died. Yeah. My phone fell, but we're good. But yeah, it's just bad, man. Now he just got sacked.
You're a play ahead of me, so you just.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert, Matt. Spoiler alert.
Sounds good.
Cam Miller's about to get sacked. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the backup quarterback position, because I just don't know what's gonna happen there.
I think you probably pay attention to what happens in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Is be one of the first things I kind of look to. I know Kenny Pickett hasn't practiced, I think, all of training camp, so maybe you go that route. Like, he'd be a guy that'd be interesting for Chip Kelly. Had some athleticism at Pitt. He can run the ball, and was a below average starter in Pittsburgh, but could be a decent backup for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, maybe with Jameis Winston, if the Giants end up cutting him, be the opposite Aiden O'Connell, basically. I don't know, be the opposite, because Aiden O'Connell might turn the ball over as much.
Yeah, I mean,
does at this point.
I mean, Jameis would probably be the best option for a competent quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To back him up. Jameis is a turnover machine. You don't, like I said, he's a guy you don't want playing the whole season either, because you're not going to win that much, because he's just a turnover machine. And we saw that he had a 6% turnover worthy play rate. I saw that.
The 30-30 season will never be matched. That's just the fact that he just kept chucking it down the field despite throwing 30 picks. I almost respect it, but
yeah,
truly one of one.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, he's truly one of one. But yeah, they are in a bad situation, especially if Aiden O'Connell's hurt, because you don't want, obviously, the way Cam Miller's playing, you don't want him playing.
Yeah,
right. He's not ready to go at all, if ever. Because that arm is it's the arm, man. And we talked about that, on film. Like, yeah, he does everything great except, have, great talent, or great arm talent. You know what I mean? So,
and I feel like tonight he got frustrated and started trying to force it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was a nice ball in the middle of the field, but still floated there. But it doesn't matter. It was 2010. But yeah, the game's about to be over. They try to spike, try to get a little quick 7 points, but it's over. So it's the season time now, man. This is officially season time. Now, I guess we should start talking about the final 53. That's probably what this show's really about, right? We're talking about who do we think got cut from today? Who do we think is on the bubble? Who's making it? Let's start with offense. What are some of your thoughts on offense?
Well, kind of along the same lines. I know we talked about it. I know I've kind of like mentioned it with, I don't know if you want to have like the inexperience they have at offensive tackle. I would think Thayer Munford would be safe, but good God, man. Like, this has not been a good preseason for him. Like, tonight got beat for another sack up. No, it wasn't the one that Aiden got hurt on, but I think he had to get beat at least 2 or 3 times by a lot of second and third string guys. I mean, Jordan Birch just pushed him straight into Aiden O'Connell. Like, Aiden O'Connell turned speed to power and just ate his lunch.
Yeah.
And again, has had a pretty bad preseason overall. But at the same token, do you trust Charles Grant to be the swing tackle? Or Dalton Wagner?
So I'm saying, like, they didn't play Grant at right tackle. That's what tripped me out. Like, they should have played him at right tackle at some point during his preseason, just in case Munford didn't play well, because he didn't. So now, who's a swing tackle? Is it Caleb Rogers? Is that there? Did they go find one?
Yeah, it's another spot where it's like I feel like we could see something happen on Tuesday or Wednesday, I guess technically, when the claims come in. Yeah, because Thayer Munford, to me, like, again, I know I've been talking about him being safe, but I was really rethinking that nowadays after tonight's performance. That was rough. Maybe maybe that's a way. Like, maybe that's one of the ways that, like, I know he doesn't play tackle. Maybe that's one of the ways Tossie makes the roster is they cut Munford and then look for a swing tackle on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What's wrong with Jedrick Willis?
What's up?
What's wrong with Jedrick Willis? What's wrong with him?
Oh, he's got injuries, and he's like taking the year off. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe if a team called, maybe that was his agent's way of being like, hey, no one wanted you because you were such a disappointment in Cleveland. Let's just spin it this way. But so if another team called, back away from it. But yeah, he said he's taking the year off because of injuries.
Okay, we'll see about that. Yeah, because maybe you could look at him, because I mean, at least he's a first round talent.
He's at least started. Yeah, he's at least started. He's at least has a NFL experience. I think he played on. I know he's played both sides, like including his time at Bama, but did he play both right and left in Cleveland?
I'm not 100% sure about that, but let's see. Grant has practiced at right tackle. I believe Tashawn wrote that. Okay. Oh, thank God.
That's good. Good to know.
Well, then Munford might get cut then, for sure.
Yeah.
Because how many linemen do they keep?
I'd imagine they keep 9, maybe 10, if you're worried about like a guy like Tossie getting poached because he's had a good preseason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Aiden O'Connell joined the chat with us. Hey, Aiden, how's it going?
Aiden's in there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real or it's just funny.
What's up?
Aiden O'Connell, he's here. Yeah. He joined us. He got hurt. He joined the show really early.
They let him know he got cut already.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, guys, I got cut. So if you guys need any help with the film breakdowns. All right, running back is the other one, and super interesting. Somebody asked, does Sincere make the team?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Did he get a carry tonight?
A couple.
A couple. Okay.
Yeah.
honestly, like, and I saw Tashawn Reed wrote this in the Athletic too. Like, yeah, he had 4 carries for 10 yards. Rough.
Yeah.
Like I saw Tashawn write about this in the Athletic. The coaching staff likes Samir. Samir had a pretty good night tonight, so I think that kind of solidified itself already.
Yeah.
Moser's not going anywhere. He's the one outside zone back and speed back that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at it now; it comes down to special teams. Lobby can return kicks, has made tackles on special teams throughout the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Sincere McCormick plays special teams at this point.
Yeah,
I feel like that's going to kind of lead him to be on the way out. So maybe he's a guy they bring back on the practice squad, but I also wouldn't be surprised if another team takes a chance on him if that needs a running back that wants to take a flyer on a guy.
Yeah, because obviously, it looks like he's the odd man out. I mean, unless they cut Moser, which that would be the only way that he made it unless they cut him. Even though Moser did play a lot, he just doesn't play well at all. He just doesn't play well either.
Yeah, that could be the one if they're going to surprise us a little bit.
Yeah.
I just think what he brings is different than a lot of the other guys. That it makes it harder to see. You know what I mean? But
yeah. So yeah, I mean that's gonna be super interesting to see who makes the football team from there. I mean, if you figure they keep Lobby for special teams, but we'll see. We'll see if that really helps. With him be able to return kicks and stuff like that. Any other real positions on offense that are like a big issue?
I mean, wide receiver, but I felt like we didn't really get a good look at how they did today with how the O'Connell and Miller played. But we're talking about the 6th spot maybe, unless Malott doesn't make the team.
Who would be the 5th guy? The 5th guy probably Bachman,
Malott.
right? You think Malott will make it?
I would think he's going to make. I think he's going to make it because they drafted him and he plays special teams, and the special teams coordinator is in his corner. The special teams coordinator was part of the reason why he got drafted.
So you think they keep 6 wide receivers?
I'm just kind of throwing it out there. I don't know. I don't have a great grasp on how they're going to split that up, but typically they're going to keep 6, unless they keep an extra tight end, or unless they keep that, unless they want Sincere McCormick to make the team and they keep 5 running backs and do 5 running backs, 5 wide receivers. But
that's possible. That is possible. Yeah, because I just don't. I feel like it was pretty sad. I mean, Dante Thornton had a nice catch today, and they finally got those back shoulders down. It was a great throw.
Yeah, I think that was the most encouraging part about that for me is all right, we're seeing the growth from week 1 to week 3 in just the preseason. You know what I mean? Like we're the ugly back shoulder, and then now he's catching a touchdown on it. And I know it wasn't against their starters or anything, but the way he adjusted and the way he moved and turned and caught it, that's kind of the growth that you were hoping to see from a young receiver like that. So that was one of the few encouraging things for me from the offense I thought tonight was seeing Dante make that play.
When do they announce cuts? Somebody asked that.
Tuesday at 1 is the deadline, so Tuesday at 1 Pacific, I should say.
Yeah, for sure.
4 Eastern.
So we talk about O-line. We talk about Mumford. And I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, quarterbacks are just struggling. Let's get to some of these questions, then we'll get to defense here. Mumford is absolutely awful. Any options at swing tackle? I looked, and it's not really. We'll see who gets cut.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday at 1. We're looking for quarterbacks and swing tackles.
Yes. Is Marcus still the Washington backup? Marcus Mariota?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. With AOC hurt, do they think they make a move for a backup quarterback? It depends on how hurt he is, but if it's real bad, then for sure, yeah, they are.
Yeah,
for sure. No win in the preseason. I think that's good, right? Well, we got a tie.
Yeah, there we go.
But I don't think this coaching staff isn't trying to win, guys. I'll tell you that right now. They're not trying to win, and this is practice for them. It's like this is like reps more than winning. It's probably like one of the first times I've seen that, I guess, since doing this Raiders stuff. Usually, like Josh McDaniels, he went out there to beat Shanahan. He went to show Shanahan I'm the better coordinator in preseason, right? So it's different. It's different.
I feel like AP was going after it because he was trying to prove himself as a coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Pete Carroll's like, who cares, guys? All right, we're gonna practice cover 3 and cover 4 very soft zone today. All right, that's all we're doing. We're not getting complex. Okay, guys, there's nothing.
Keep the training wheels on offense too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're not gonna do any motion. So we don't know, man. We don't know what's happening with that. In my opinion, but we'll see. Is Amir really that much better than the other running backs? He stops his feet at contact. It doesn't matter what we think, guys. To be honest, at this point,
I'd say he was better at that tonight. He was better at that tonight. But
yeah.
I mean, I think both of us agree. Like if it were up to us, it would be Genty, Moser, McCormick, and Lobby. But I don't know. That's at least for me. I don't know if you feel differently. If that
Lobby.
If the running back, who would you pick for the running back room if we're up to you? The 4. If it's saying 4. Genty being 1, obviously.
Genty. I mean, I guess I would go Genty, White, McCormick, and Lobby, but that would be me.
Oh, okay. So you'd get rid of the old man.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Because I think it's between Moser and McCormick. That's what. If they keep 4, you know what I mean, it'll be between those two because, yeah, Moser doesn't play special teams either. So
true. Yeah. Maybe.
What happened with Munford? Yeah,
he decided to get bad.
Did Leahy play? Somebody said he played terrible.
He gave up a sack. He gave up one of those sacks to D lineman. Yeah, they tried to put it on Kappa, and I'm like, "Damn, Kappa's playing this late." I'm like, "Oh no, that's Lucky Tassi." I was watching the Cardinals broadcast. By the way,
did Kappa play?
Yeah, he got in. I don't know how much he played though.
Okay, nice.
I was gonna ask you if you noticed him, but I mean, I didn't notice him, which not bad for an offensive lineman, especially a guard.
Yeah, for sure. Damari Gainer ever play in the preseason?
He was out there a little bit today. He got some more run today, obviously, but I mean, he just didn't play that much. People would ask me about him and with the mailbag column, and it comes down to, I think, partially Pete Carroll's just like size threshold. Like he's 230, which isn't, he's like only a couple pounds lighter than like a guy like Tommy Eichenberg, but he's an inch taller. So he's a little bit lankier, whereas Carroll likes those guys that are a little more stout, like Jermaine Pratt's 250, Lindenberg's 240 plus, something like that. Like that guy that they drafted. I think we talked about that a little bit with the draft, how he's like a little bit more stingent on body types, even at linebacker too.
Yeah. Who's the last tight end?
I think they're only going to do 3. I think it's going to be Ian Thomas and be the last one.
Yeah. It depends.
Carter Runyon, though, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Did they play all man-to-man this week like you thought they might? I don't know. I have to check that out. I mean, I know Darian Porter got worked on that by Fiocco. That was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
To be honest. That was an embarrassing moment for him. He hasn't played really well. I don't know. Did Jim having problems with NFL Plus? Flashing ads on the screen.
I didn't.
If Bella doesn't work out a receiver, you try him at his nature position, natural. I think
natural
quarterback.
I mean, might as well try something at this point.
It might work. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
It might
put him in for the Wildcat packages.
Yeah. Will Leahy get cut? That's a big debate. Some people are saying that he can't get cut, and then some people are saying he can't get cut. Some people are saying he can get cut. Some people are saying
here's how it is. He can get cut. If he gets cut, he's subject to waivers like everyone else. But if he passes waivers, he can get put onto the practice squad like for a free spot, basically. So
okay.
An extra practice squad spot. But if he makes the roster, it doesn't matter. Like he's just like on the roster. So that's why it's like makes more sense to put him on the practice squad, because even if he makes the team, he's probably not going to play anyway. The only thing you'd be worried about is if some team poaches him and wants to use one of their 53 roster spots on him. I have a hard time believing that's going to be like huge for a guy that's like literally played 3 games of football his entire life. But then again, who knows? Maybe some teams like just ballsy enough to do that. But to me, it just makes more sense to put him on the practice squad since he's not going to play anyway, and then you get that free spot for him, like to take advantage of the IPP rule.
Yeah, for sure. Rate 1 through 5. Oscar, we are if our starters go down on which side of the ball, which is kind of our transition here to how bad is the defense going to be? I don't know what side. I mean, if Geno Smith goes down, then that's a 5. Hopefully that
wouldn't that be 1? I think he said rank, right? Or what?
That'd be 1.
Yeah.
No, I think he said rate. So
okay, gotcha.
That would be a 5.
Being the worst. There we go.
Yeah, that would be the worst. It depends on what starter. Yeah, corner. Then that's definitely a 5 because I don't know what they would do after that.
I'd argue it's a 1 because when we were just talking about Darian Porter getting cooked, Darian Porter might still start. It's not very high. It's not very deep at the top already. So like if you lose a corner, like you just kind of go to somebody else that's either inexperienced or a project.
So true, man. How bad is this defense going to be? Okay, so let's talk about defense now. Who is on the bubble? Who do you think might get cut? Who do you think maybe made the team and wasn't expected? What are your thoughts, Matt?
Well, I'll say one thing that makes me a little bit nervous is Pegues was getting quite a few reps late into the fourth quarter. I'm like, that's not a great sign because he's a guy. I mean, I talked about it on earlier in the week. Like I thought he's been playing pretty damn well, but maybe it's something that's been different in practices. But that was a little concerning to see him playing that deep into the game. Let's see. What's one guy? He obviously wasn't on the bubble or anything, but one guy I thought like was encouraging to see from his performance tonight was Malcolm Kuntz, just because he's a guy that we haven't heard a lot about.
Yeah,
hasn't done much in the first few preseason games. Pete Carroll was talking, I think it was this week, where just Kuntz is starting to feel like he's more confident in himself, and then he goes out and gets a sack. I know it was against like a second, third string offensive tackle, but I think that was the good confidence boost he needed. And then Tyree Wilson, the last 2 weeks, has actually been around the ball. I mean, he had the one bad play where he needed to finish. And I felt like he was having an active game at the very least and in the right spot. Obviously, you just got to clean it up.
Yeah.
And then I thought Greedy Vance had his first really good game too. I thought he flying around, had a sack today, had a TFL on the screen. I think another good tackle in coverage. Yeah, I don't know who the big surprises are. Oh, Andre Carter. One that I think could end up making the team. I don't know if he beats out Charles Snowden, but he's a guy the last couple of weeks that's really stood out and I think had the better preseason, in my opinion, compared to Snowden, and could end up making the team as that edge rusher or pass rusher off the bench type of guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think Greedy kind of played pretty well today, where maybe he could make this football team, right? That's probably the only guy. I mean, there's really no other really surprises. Matt, I mean, the biggest surprise to me is Matt Jones.
Dude, he's got to be ahead of Lindenberg right now, who was drafted. Because every single game he's been like coming off the bench and playing into the game before him, which is frightening. I didn't notice him that much today, but I saw Lindenberg actually had like a pretty active night with long tackles.
Yeah.
But yeah, he I don't know. He might Matt Jones might have a roster spot because again, I think Vinny B was the one who was saying he was actually looking good in practice or popping in practice for whatever that's worth. But that's a hard sell for me right now with what we've seen.
Oh man, it is that's scary. That I don't know what he's doing over there, man. He must be first one in, first one out, or something, or first one in, last one out.
Real pro.
Yeah, he's a pros pro. I don't know what he's doing, man. I mean, but he's made this football team, which is very surprising. I did not think that like going into this preseason or training camp that Matt Jones would be the fourth linebacker. They got 3 linebackers, the fourth one.
I think he's still on the bubble. I don't think you think he made the team.
I don't know. I feel like it, right?
Cool, because I imagine they keep Pratt, Roberts, White, and Adams.
Okay.
And then
I was thinking about Adams.
5.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't make the team. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, it's another position where it's how many guys do they want to keep? Mm-hmm. I'd imagine that Jalen Smith is out. Like he seems like why keep a guy that's hasn't really played in the last 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
And has bad knees if you're not going to start him, but who knows? So I think it comes down to maybe Jones and Lindenberg if they're going to keep 6, a 5 or 6 spot. So
yeah, maybe Jones and Lindenberg.
I mean, I personally lean Lindenberg. I've been in his corner for a while, but yeah, it's another one where we could be in for a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, man, because I mean, I'm worried about the linebackers. I'm worried about the safeties. I don't even know who's going to play safety, really. I mean, we got Terrell Edmonds. And
he's going to make the team.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, unless Trey Taylor took a spot tonight. I thought Taylor was finally had a good game. But
yeah,
imagine Lonnie Johnson's going to be on PUP, right? Because he's got the broken fibula.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they said he might be able to return, but I don't think he's coming back within the first 6 weeks of the season, or whatever it is for PUP.
Yeah, he's not coming back, man. So I think you'd have to go. I don't know, man. I'm worried as hell safety because I just remember when I watched the defensive film to get ready for the radio spot, I was like, oh my god, these safeties are terrible. People talk about everybody else that they'd be nervous about, but man, it's like why couldn't you just draft somebody?
Yeah, I mean the whole defensive backfield is a rough one.
I appreciate Dante Thornton, but like when you look at the safety room and then you look at the right receiver room, and you're like,
no disrespect to the dude, but there's no reason why Isaiah Paul-Mal should have been in tennis shoes for this game. All right, now we played in the beginning or whatever, but like I remember seeing that, I'm like, damn, like that guy is a locked-in starter. I had a solid year last year, but there's no way that guy should be like as much of a lock as he's been the entire camp.
Because Terrell Evans, Well, I'm worried. I'm worried about the safety position because go ahead.
Chris Smith will save us. He'll finally live up to potential.
No. Chris Smith was playing like kind of low quarters against the I think it was Niners. And
you
remember that play with Caillou Blue, and he just kind of just stood there, and I was like, bro, don't you see his arm moving? Like you could pick that. I feel like a lot of safeties would have picked that. What Mac Jones did because he was so low. And if he saw it, he could just drove. But he waited until like Mac threw the football. I'm like, bro, drive on his arm. Like, what are you looking at? And then I was like, you know what? They got Thomas Harper. Forgot about him.
Yeah, he hasn't I
think he's injured. Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah. He might be another guy that might end up being a surprise cut because he hasn't really practiced at all. He didn't play in the preseason. I think he played one snap. I don't think he played tonight. I didn't see him out there.
No.
So he could be another guy that ends up getting on the chopping block because.
Is he not there?
Yeah.
Or maybe they keep him because they're like, well, man, we're not good at here at safety. It could be that. Whew. It's going to be rough, man. It's going to be rough for safety. Do you know AOC's severity of hand injuries? Throwing hand or right? I'm not sure.
It's his throwing hand. They said it was his right hand. His right wrist.
Yeah. This guy said, don't worry, guys. We'll just play deep cover 3 and keep everything in front of the safeties.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Problem is they still got to rally and tackle. Not 100%.
Yeah, seriously. Confusing QB room win now mode. We have the worst backup quarterback available. Wentz, Pickett, or Heineke. I mean, for my excitement, Wentz.
Yeah, when we're talking about Jameis Winston, that's the same thing. The roller coaster ride that is Carson Wentz. But good God, I would probably say Kenny Pickett out of those.
Yeah, you're saying
he's gonna be your safe.
Was AOC announced 6-8? Is that what they're saying?
Oh, did it? Pete Carroll. Oh, yep, just gotten out. Ryan, Deshaun and Ryan just tweeted that 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, there's my silver linings. At least you're doing that right now. There you go. Yeah. That's bad. So the Raiders are looking for a quarterback. I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, the Chargers are another spot to watch because they got they mentioned Heineke, but yeah, Trey Lance probably gonna make the team. If Trey Lance doesn't, I'd kind of like to see Trey Lance and Chip Kelly's offense. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one too. Or I don't know, man.
The other one, the sneaky one that I'll throw out there, not saying I wish this, but Kyle Trask in Tampa Bay. Spytek was there when the Bucs spent a second-round pick on him.
Yeah,
Bucs just signed Teddy Bridgewater at the beginning of camp. Not a great endorsement for Kyle Trask right there. The fact that they felt they needed to do that, but another option that could be out there is a guy who has some backup experience, been around the block, and has some familiarity with the Raiders front office.
That's wild, dude. That's wild that AOC's okay. Yeah, because they have to get somebody. It'd probably be Heineke. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. I'm trying to think of somebody else that maybe they're familiar with that's out there. But I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, Kenny Pickett maybe if he gets cut, unless the Browns have 5 quarterbacks.
Technically, Deshaun's physically unable on PUP. I think he's going to start the year on PUP. It's their way of like basically redshirting him and saying you're not playing.
What about Deshaun Watson as the backup?
Morally, I can't say yes, but
Yeah, where's DTR
is he in Philly?
at? I don't know where he's at.
I mean, I'd rather have one of the other guys than DTR.
Helen wants former UFL MVP Adrian Martinez.
Oh, Adrian Martinez is still around.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's on the Jets.
Oh, okay.
Mariota is.
He's the backup in Washington. Oh.
You can't bring Russ in. Russ, you can't do that. Joe Milton.
The Cowboys just traded for him.
Yeah,
and Jerry doesn't want to lose an opportunity to talk about his backup quarterback. You kidding me?
Yeah, Russ and Gino flipping, like because Gino was Russ's backup, and now Russ is Gino's backup. I mean, that's not a bad backup. I mean, but
the Giants paid Russ like $20 million. They're not.
Yeah. He doesn't get cut though, right? They're not cutting Russ Wilson.
Jameis is the guy to watch in New York.
Jameis. I mean, somebody asked about Shedeur Sanders, but they're not going to cut Shedeur Sanders, would they?
I don't think they cut him. I mean, I was thinking about that too. I thought about bringing that up, but I feel like if you're the Raiders and like you have, like you want a vet, like if you were looking for a legit backup quarterback, you're looking for a veteran. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you want a guy that like you can count on to turn to if something were to happen to Gino.
Yeah. I know DTR played for Chip at UCLA. I just didn't know what team he was on.
Yeah. And it's been pretty rough for DTR in the NFL.
Yeah. And then Anthony Richardson. I mean, I just don't think the Colts aren't training Anthony Richardson because they need him. Because after Daniel Jones starts 1-3, they're going to need him.
You're going with that angle? That's the benching of it. Why they're going with they can push the Anthony Richardson button and save their jobs. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Daniel Jones starts 1-3. Is Chip Kelly offense really going to be as good as everyone says it is? I mean, I think so. I mean, look at the first team. I mean, the first team when they played. I mean, the only thing that stopped them was drops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it would be legit, and I think we've talked about this in the past. It's been very, 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 very vanilla from Chip in the preseason.
There's Stetson Bennett, but he's for the Rams, right?
Yeah, God no.
You sure Stetson Bennett, right?
No, never should have been drafted.
I mean, he's hanging in there, man. He's still in the league.
And the Rams have to keep all their quarterbacks because they don't know what the hell is going on with Stafford.
Yeah,
and it's back.
If the D line steps up, what's our points per game needed to win? I went 25 on Friday Night Live.
I'm not even like I'm like half joking 30. Like you said 25, it's not that far off. It's like, you know what I mean? Like they're going to need four. They're going to need four. We'll say this. They're going to need 4 touchdowns a game, which is not easy to do in the NFL.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a couple more questions to get out of here. It's getting late. Can we start Will Levis?
I think. Well, he had surgery to end the season.
Oh, he did. He's
yeah. Remember, like I think it was like at the beginning of camp. He's like, "Oh, I decided I'm going to have surgery instead of be the backup." Probably, I'd imagine that was because the Titans couldn't trade him.
Yeah, probably. What's the floor ceiling for the offense, and he said for the defense? I mean, for the the floor for the offense, I think is just going to be like a top 15 offense. That's the floor. I think the ceiling is top 5. That's what I think. I think the ceiling's top 5. The floor is top 15. I think they're going to be a top 15 offense. But if they overachieve, they could be like a top 5 because it all depends on how Genti runs, and if Genti's running well and they're doing play action, man.
Yeah, defensively, bottom or like a bottom 5 or the bottom, like it can be that bad. And then I'd probably I don't even know if they can. It's going to be tough for them to get up to even average this year and a top 16 unit. I think the ceiling is probably like a top 20 unit, like a 20th unit.
Yeah.
And that's the pass rush being really damn good.
Yeah.
Which it's going to have to be.
Bruno, is it he's regressing or Lacatine? I don't know if I wouldn't say he's regressing because I mean I wouldn't watch the season, so I'm not gonna judge preseason too much. But
yeah,
his defense is just not doesn't have talent, man. I mean, I don't know who's gonna be good at corner. You know what I mean? Like it's just bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's talent. Like I think you look at last season, like how many injuries they had defensively, especially early on, like, and how many guys like they had that went down, like basically season-ending injuries to jump out of the gate. Like that, I think played a big factor in the defense. And it's funny if you look at the defense, you look at their points, how many they where they ranked like in points allowed, they're like 25th, 26th, whatever. But in yards, they were like 15th. They're like an average team. The problem was Gardner Minshew kept turning the damn ball over on the plus side of the field.
Yeah.
And the defense would get a 3 and out or give up 1 first down, and they'd still get a score. And I think this upcoming year, like I think they have one of the cheapest rosters in the entire league, just top to bottom. And I think if you look at defense, we talked about this all offseason. I get not spending the money and not wanting to give a guy like Trevon Merrick $17 million a year. The problem is we're sitting here trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do.
Yeah, safety, exactly. Like my whole thing.
I get not paying Nate Hobbs $14 million a year for over 4 years. But who the hell is going to play nickel? I get not playing Robert Spillane $11 or $12 million a year. Who's going to play linebacker? It's like that's where like the way this offseason is like
the disconnect for you, man. That's the disconnect.
Exactly. It's like I get it, but what are we going to do? It's just a lot of young dudes and a lot of young dudes in key spots like cornerback.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You think you're feeling some? Yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna do that. Trade for Kirk Cousins. That'd be crazy. I hope they
that contract. You can't do it.
All right, guys. We're out of here. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's football season. Yeah. Oh yeah. We get to get ready for the Patriots. We're gonna get some Patriots previews, and we'll break down some preseason this week, and then get some Patriots previews going. We're gonna get ready for the Drake May and our good friend, so I can get ready for, because I'm still pissed that I put that much work into that offense. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad. I'm still mad that I saw Ben Johnson play and I recognized it right away. I was just pissed. I was like, God damn, why do I know this? I hate that. Yeah. Anyways, we're out here, guys. Peace.